It is my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Captain Alan Schrader, Commanding Officer of Naval Base Kitsap.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us, Congressman Kilmer, Admiral Gray, Mayor Patty Lent. Thank you for being here, and other distinguished guests. Hey, I just have a few quick things that I would like to say, but overall, on behalf of Naval Base Kitsap and Navy Region Northwest, this whole project wouldn't have happened without cooperation. And so, starting with the Washington State Department of Commerce, grant, we were able, as Naval Base Kitsap, to work with the City of Bremerton and partner together to make this beautiful addition to the City of Bremerton, and something that's used every day by thousands of workers, and make it reality. It may have taken a while, but that's okay. We got it right, and I appreciate that. So again, it's real pleasure to be here and to officially open up the Burwell Tunnel. It has tremendous history here. I know that the other folks behind me are going to talk a bit about that, and I don't want to steal their thunder. I just want to say thank you to the state and the city for helping Naval Base Kitsap make this possible. Thank you.
What this project symbolizes is the great cooperation that we have, both internal to the Navy itself and with all our partners across the local community, state and federal governments. As beautiful as this thing is and how well it integrates into downtown Bremerton, I'll tell you, the thing it means to me is most importantly that 3,000 or more of my folks every day can safely enter the shipyard as they come to and from work. As you look at the busy street here as they transit by, having our folks queue up on the street every morning and every afternoon as they make their way in and out wasn't the greatest thing to set ourselves up for success as we attempt to execute our mission. As you can see, we've clearly moved that around and provided for a much more secure and safe environment for our folks. If you look back to the challenges that Captain Schrader alluded to, we did a lot of unique things when we worked on this project. We got some funding from very unique sources. Again, back to it would have never came into being without all of that work and effort. If you look at just the simplistic fact of what we had to do to keep this entry point open in the whole time of construction, a lot of work and a lot of great effort by people to set up. I'll talk louder. Thanks, dude. A lot of effort went into all of the work that had to be done to set up the temporary additional turnstiles, all the things that kept us viable and performing our mission. And as major a project as this was here on the street corner, I will tell you that it went off without a hitch and didn't disrupt a minute of our work inside the yard. So again, I want to echo what everyone has said and thank everyone that was involved in the project in what is now a complete success. Thanks. And with that, I'll turn it over to Congressman Kilmer.
Listen, this is an exciting day for the city and for our Navy. I have the honor and responsibility of representing this area in the Congress and being an advocate for continued investments to ensure that Puget Sound Naval Shipyard continues to be advanced and ready to conquer the needs of our fleet well into the future. And I do that for a few reasons. First, I do it because the federal government is the largest employer in the district that I represent, and in large part because of Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. So ensuring that PSNS is modern and capable of meeting the needs of our fleet means that there will continue to be steady work here. Second, I do it because investments like these keep us safe. It gives our sailors and civilian workers more modern and advanced tools and prepares them for the many global challenges that we face. And the nation's security depends on what happens here. So that means our sailors deserve proper equipment, and it also means that the massive civilian workforce that works here and supports that mission deserve modern and advanced facilities that help them do their jobs and do it safely. So I'm proud of our Navy. I'm proud of the thousands of workers who go in and out of these passageways every day. And this new entry is befitting of the important work that happens beyond this gate. And I'm excited to celebrate that opening today. You've heard, and I guess I'll just say one other thing, and that is I am very committed to continuing to push for smart investments for the shipyard and for Naval Base Kitsap in general to make sure that we continue to protect the mission of this region and to continue to protect our workers and these jobs. Finally, you've heard a number of the speakers mention the important cooperation that happened here between the Navy, the City of Bremerton, the State of Washington. It is astonishing how difficult it is for the state to do something nice for the Navy. But this happened because of great partnership. And central to that partnership was the City of Bremerton. We are joined by the Public Works Director from the city, Chal Martin, who's going to say a few words as well. So please welcome him up.
Thanks, Congressman Kilmer. I'm greatly honored to fill in for Mayor Wheeler, who unfortunately got pulled away from today's celebration on short notice. The mayor sends his compliments and wanted me to express his great appreciation to his predecessor, Mayor Patty Lent, who was involved deeply with this project from the very beginning. And to all the great women and men of Naval Base Kitsap and Puget Sound Naval Shipyard who worked so hard to bring this project to fruition. From my perspective in public works, communication is everything when folks are trying to get a team together to get something done. And on this project, there was great communication from the very beginning. The project itself was intrinsically valuable and wonderful for improving the quality of life of our shipyard workers and Bremerton residents. And it was a professional joy to be associated with the Navy team as we worked our way through all of the project challenges. And there were a couple of challenges, and it was fun. Congressman Kilmer, not to speak out of turn here, and far be it for me to embellish the historical account, but it is my understanding that back when you were a state senator, you liked to push the envelope a bit, and you came up with an experiment. In this experiment, you would provide state funding to implement a project on U.S. Navy property. As an experiment, just to see what might happen. Oh sure, this had never been done since the Navy was established on October 13th, 1775. I checked Wikipedia. Good job, I'm hearing. But how hard could it be? Congressman Kilmer, I think I speak for every man, woman, and child here today. Please never do that again. Just kidding, of course. We very much appreciated your outside-the-box thinking, and it did work. It really was a fun project, and as I said, a professional joy to work with our Navy counterparts, Fraser Fogel and Rohr, to overcome the administrative and process hurdles and bring this great project to fruition. So thank you, Congressman Kilmer. Thank you, Mayor Lent. Thank you, Captain Schrader and staff. And thank you, Captain Markle and your great staff. This is a terrific quality of life improvement that will benefit thousands of people. We so very much appreciate all that you did to make this happen. I know we are always working on the next thing, but I hope everyone here takes a moment to pat themselves on the back and think, well done. And thanks again so much to everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Martin, Captain Schrader, Captain Markle, and Congressman Kilmer. Gentlemen, time to cut the ribbon.